Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Dan Gubler, Chief Scientific Officer at 3 International, and I'm excited today to talk to you about our company, our products, and why our products support proactive wellness and health more than any other company. So a little bit about me. My grandfather was a famous scientist. Science is in my DNA. I was born to be a scientist. He was a professor at Cal Berkeley. He was part of a group that discovered vitamin B1, thiamine. And he also studied copper metabolism, and I grew up in his lab. I love my grandfather, and I'm grateful for him. When I was 13 years old, and I remember having a thought, well, you like chemistry. You can use chemistry to help other people. So from that time, I went on, I earned my PhD. I did postdoctoral research at Caltech. I was a professor at a liberal arts school, and I've been in the industry, the supplement industry now for about 15 years. And my greatest desire, my passion, is to develop products that can support proactive wellness. And so that's a little bit about me. And what about 3? Here at 3, why are we different from other companies out there? There's thousands of nutritional supplement companies out there that develop products. They all say their products are great, they're wonderful. Why 3? Well, what makes 3 different is we're guided by 3 scientific pillars. And these pillars are exploration, curation, and absorption. And there's no other company on the planet that uses these 3 pillars to support human health. So exploration, there's 600,000 species of plants on the earth today, and less than 5% of them have been studied for their bioactive molecules. In plants, we have molecules that can support human health. These molecules have interacted with humans for thousands of years, so the safety profile of them is quite good. These molecules can support all aspects of human health, from heart health to brain health to bone health to joint health to gut microbiome health. And the crazy thing about it is there's still so many molecules left to find. And so here at 3, we traveled around the world studying plants, isolating molecules from plants, figuring out what their chemical structure is, geeking out about it, and putting them in formulations that could support human health. And if you want to follow us as we do this, we have our Explore with Dr. Dan YouTube series. If you go to explorewithdrdan.com, you'll be able to see the different places that we go, and you'll come along with us and see us actually isolate molecules from plants. It's a cool thing. Another thing that we do in our exploration efforts is we have our 3 Medicinal Plant Research Institute located in northern Thailand. And at that institute, what we've done is we've planted over 50 different plants from all around the world. And why Thailand? Thailand has beautiful soil. The farm is organic. The air there is pure. It's chock full of bioactive molecules. So the plants suck in the bioactive molecules from the air. They pull up, they draw out the bioactive molecules from the soil, and they combine those 2 elements together to produce really cool molecules. And so what we're doing is we're studying and isolating and identifying new molecules from those plants in that research institute to put into our products. For us, it's all about the molecules. Molecules, molecules, molecules. The body's made of molecules. The body has over 1 octillion, that's 10 to the 18, 1 octillion molecules. And so if we want to support human health, then what we need to do is we need to give the body the molecules that it thrives on, that it craves in order to support health. And so that's exploration. Then the second pillar of 3 science is curation. What we do is we take these molecules that we've discovered and explored, we put them together, we combine them with other molecules that have been known in the scientific literature and used in other supplements to support health, and we put them together in a curated fashion. So when we say curation, there's a difference between going through a drive-through and getting a number 1, hamburger and French fry and milkshake versus getting a meal from a Michelin star chef. When you take a 3 product, it's like getting a supplement curated for you from a Michelin star source. Most supplement companies today, what they do when they want to develop a product, they pick up the phone and they call a contract manufacturer and they say, hey, I want to develop a bone health product. And the manufacturer says, sure. They give them a bone health product. They pull it off the shelf that they give to other companies. And so when you get a product from a manufacturer, you're not unique, you're not novel. Here at 3, we develop every product curation from scratch in our laboratories in the United States. And then the third pillar is absorption. You can have the most powerful molecules on the planet to support human health, but unless they're actually absorbed into the cell, it's of no use, it's of no benefit. So what we've done here at 3, we're experts in absorption and bioavailability, and we use 12 different cellular absorption technologies to ensure that all the beautiful molecules in all of our formulations sink deep into the cell. Now, why 12? And why so many? Why don't you just use one, like liposomes? Liposomes are cool. Well, liposomes are cool, but some molecules are so big they don't fit into liposomes. Some molecules are so small they leak out of the liposomes. Some molecules you need to chop it up using enzyme technology. So that's why we use multiple different technologies to make sure that all the molecules with their different unique characteristics are bioavailable and sink deep into the cell. So these are the 3 pillars. And again, there's no other supplement company on the planet that uses this approach. And that's why our formulations are unique, the molecules in them are unique, and that's why they have an uncanny ability to support proactive wellness. One other thing that makes us different from other companies out there is our scientific advisory board. We have 10 individuals, including myself, on the board. And these individuals have trained at the Mayo Clinic. They've trained at Johns Hopkins. They've trained at the University of Michigan, top medical institutions in the world. And they help to drive the innovation here at 3 to chart the strategic direction. And there's no other company in our space that has members on their scientific advisory board that have the credentials, the breadth, the knowledge of proactive wellness as these individuals. So let's talk about the 7 products that we offer here at 3 International. And they're shown here on this slide. We have Visage, our super serum. We have Collagen, our beauty from within collagen product. We have Eternel, our anti-aging product with 200 milligrams of resveratrol. We have Purify, our detox product. We have Revive, our product that can help to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. We have Immune, our product that supports health of the immune system, both the innate and the adaptive immune system. And we have Vitalite, our nutrient-rich supplement that provides all of the molecules the body needs for proper function. And when you look at these, this is a system that supports holistic health. When we designed these products, we took a step back and we thought to ourselves, what are all of the molecules the body needs every single second in order for all of the systems of the body to function properly? And as we thought about that and we started to write out and draw out the molecules, this is what we came up with. We wrote out all the molecules the body needs, hundreds of molecules. And then, because there's so many molecules, we broke it up into 7 different delivery systems, the products that you see here. Now let's talk about each of these products. Let's first start with skin health. The skin is the largest organ of the body, and it's an external organ. It's prone to being damaged. The skin is damaged by UV radiation, by pollution, poor diet, can cause the skin to not function properly. This permeable, semi-permeable membrane that is essential for health can suffer. Skin health is more than just looking beautiful, although that's an important part of it. Skin health is about ensuring that all the organs of the body are supported and that they're functioning properly. And that happens when the skin is functioning properly. And so in supporting health of the skin, we wanted a unique, novel way to support health, not only of the skin, but also holistically, whole body wellness, proactive wellness. And the product that we developed that helps to do that is our Visage Super Serum. This product can provide a visible reduction in wrinkles and expression lines. It can hydrate the skin. It nurtures existing skin and supports skin comfort. It tackles environmental factors that can affect skin over time. And it enhances overall well-being with every application. Now, how does it do that? Well, our Visage Super Serum is the first of its kind in that it is a neurocosmetic that can support health of the skin-brain connection. Now, just a few years ago, scientists discovered that the nerves that are on the surface of the skin actually are connected to the brain. And what we found in our 3 miracle elixirs, we have molecules that we've discovered that when you put on the skin, it sends a signal to the brain that can support health of neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and DHEA. And there's no other product skincare product that supports health of the skin-brain connection in a way like our Visage Super Serum does. And so not only is this a product that can help with skin health, with wrinkles and elasticity and hydration, but it also supports health of the brain. And one thing that's really cool is when we look good, we feel good. And when we feel good, we look good. It's a virtuous cycle. So when I look at myself in the mirror and I say, man, I look good, that actually sends a signal back to the skin that encourages collagen production, encourages elastin formation. And so it's a beautiful, virtuous cycle that we've developed with our Visage Super Serum product. Ingredients in this product, you can see on the slide here, we have our 3 Miracle Elixir, which contains Coriandrum sativum, Xantholoxum elatum, Helianthus annis, and Vitex agnus castus. And in each of these plants, we have hundreds of molecules that can support health through this neurocosmetic mechanism of action. We also have allantoin, squalene, bakuchiol, and vitamin C, which are supporting ingredients that help to give the skin a bright and glowy, dewy complexion. And then we have our plantain ingredient, the desert plantain that's in this product. And this plantain contains newly isolated molecules that we've discovered from our expedition in the Mojave Desert. And so I've shown here on this slide a few examples of our curated phytonutrient combinations. We have a molecule called xanthoplanine from Xantholoxum elatum and a molecule called camphorol from coriander. And putting these two together, these are 2 of the molecules that's part of our neurocosmetic blend. Now, when we have our curated combination, we have hundreds of molecules that come together. And I've shown here 6 different molecules, and we have hundreds more. And these molecules, if we were to show the whole thing, that's our secret recipe, our secret sauce. But these 6 give you an idea of what's behind our products and the curation technology that goes into making products that can support health in ways no other products can. We have allantoin and allantoin-like molecules from our desert plantain and squalene that help to make sure the skin has a nice, dewy texture, that it's smooth, and that the skin barrier is healthy and strong. We have bakuchiol and tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, a highly bioavailable form of vitamin C that combine together to make sure the skin is bright and that the antioxidant system embedded within the skin cells is functioning properly. And we have 3 different cellular absorption technologies. We have adjuvants, molecules from lavender and rosemary that actually make the cell membrane permeable for just a split second so the bioactive molecules, so they could slide into the cells. We have a mixture, a proprietary mixture of polyphenols that can complex with molecules that are not soluble, that are not able to get into the cell. These polyphenols wrap around them, kind of like a bear hug, and help to transport them into the cell. And then we have what are called molecular shuttles. We have sodium acrylates and other molecules that form cage-like structures around bigger molecules that are in our Visage Super Serum and make sure that they too get into the cell. So every molecule is now in the cell and can thereby exert its beneficial activity in the skin. So that's our Visage Super Serum product. The second product is also part of skin health. Our Visage Super Serum product that supports health of the skin on the surface. But what about the underneath the surface on the skin? Well, the molecule that's super important for supporting skin health under the surface of the skin is collagen. And skin cells should be producing collagen, like this slide here shows, this automobile factory that's pumping out collagen again and again and again and again. That's what skin cells should be doing. The problem, though, is as we get older, and due to lifestyle factors like stress and anxiety, UV radiation, pollution, and poor sleep, and our poor diet, collagen production can stop or be slowed down. And as we start to age, at about age 28 or so, collagen production starts to diminish. So in our car analogy, it's like the car factory is shut down. The workers are sent out of the factory, and the body is not producing collagen. And when the body's not producing collagen, collagen is responsible for the firmness, the suppleness of the skin. And when the body's not producing collagen, the skin becomes loose and not tight. So what do? Well, we thought to ourselves, what if there was a way to jumpstart collagen production again? In other words, what if there was a way to take this broken down factory and make this and turn it into the beautiful, pristine factory that was pumping out collagen again and again and again? Well, that's why we have our collagen product. What we found is we found natural molecules that can turn on collagen production in the body again. So this product, collagen, promotes vibrant and youthful looking skin. It delivers 5 grams of highly bioavailable collagen. And the bioavailability is through a hydrolysis and micronization process by promoting the body's natural ability to produce collagen. It can also support health of the hair, the skin, and the nails. And it can support health of the immune system, and it can also support healthy joints. And then key ingredients that helps this product to do this, in addition to our collagen, we have keratin, hyaluronic acid, we have pomegranate, molecules from pomegranate, vitamin C, and biotin. Some of the key curation combinations here is this, we have a hydroxyproline dimer, 2 amino acids that are connected together. This is from our collagen molecule. It's called a hip pro dimer. And this beautiful molecule, along with the lactic acid from pomegranate, are 2 of the molecules that are responsible for jump-starting the body's natural ability to produce collagen. And these are cool molecules. Look at the chemical structures here. Aren't those beautiful? And then we have biotin and hyaluronic acid, which are important. They work together to make sure that skin cells are reproducing properly. And then we have pterostilbene and ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C, which help to make the skin bright and vibrant and luminous. And so when you have these 2 products, our collagen product and our Visage Super Serum, this forms the ultimate inside-outside combination. Now, when it comes to cellular absorption technologies, our collagen product also has absorption technologies. 3 different absorption technologies: hydrolysis, micronization, polyphenol complexation. I talked already about polyphenol complexation, where we take certain polyphenols that are proprietary to 3, and these polyphenols can beneficially complex and associate with certain molecules in collagen and push them into the cell. We also have hydrolysis and micronization. So collagen is a huge molecule. It's 100,000 Daltons. It's huge. It can't get into the cell. It's not absorbed. And so what we do is we take collagen and we interact it with water, and we use some other molecules with water. And what it does is it breaks apart collagen into smaller and smaller pieces, especially this hip pro dimer that we talked about that's vital for proper function. And then what we do is we do a micronization process where we take these small fragments and we further separate them. We micronize them. So now they stay in their very, very small molecules, so they don't glom onto each other and agglomerate back together. So the result of this is we have potent fragments of collagen that they slide right into the cell, so they're able to support skin health. And so with these 2, we now have the ultimate inside-outside combination for skin health. When it comes to health, lifestyle factors can cause something in the body called oxidative stress, where the body is out of balance. The body is like math. You want charges, right? In math, you have a negative and positive charge. And when you put them together, they cancel out and you have 0. You have a neutral charge. So too with the body. We have protons, which are positively charged, electrons negatively charged. And if the body's balanced properly, it should have a neutral charge. The problem is these lifestyle factors can cause the charge of the body to be out of balance. And the body is not supported properly. When the charge of the body is neutral, what that means is that the integrity of the body, like a roof of a house, is solid and firm. It's like we put a shield around the body. And so we want to stop free radical formation. We want to stop oxidative stress. And when that happens, we can support cellular aging and we can support longevity. And so we want to make sure the roof, the shield of the body, is healthy and strong. And the product that we've developed that helps to do that is Eternal. Eternal contains 200 milligrams of highly bioavailable resveratrol. It can support the cells. It can neutralize free radicals. And the molecules that do this, in addition to resveratrol, we have glutathione, which is one of the best antioxidants on the planet. In this product, we also have marine collagen, 1.6 grams of this highly bioavailable collagen to support skin health. In addition, with all the systems of the body, we have CoQ10 and we have many different superfruits. And in each of these superfruits, we have many different molecules, polyphenols, alkaloids, and others that can support the antioxidant system of the body. And so we have 200 milligrams of resveratrol in each packet of Eternal. And we verified that by third-party testing, as you can see on this slide here. And we have curated combinations. We have beautiful molecules, resveratrol and delphinidin. They work synergistically together. They're both good by each other, but when you put them together, man, now you have a system that's humming. We have glutathione and CoQ10, two of the best antioxidants on the planet. And then we have our hydrolyzed micronized collagen, this HIP Pro dimer, and ellagic acid from pomegranate. These combine together, just like we saw in our collagen formula, to support health of the skin. And then we have 4 different cellular absorption technologies here in this product. We've talked about polyphenol complexation and hydrolysis and micronization before. And in addition to those 3, we also use liposomes that surround resveratrol and surround the other polyphenols to make sure that they're delivered into the cell. So we have 4 different cellular absorption technologies in Eternal. Eternal is also halal certified so that people from all around the world with all different types of beliefs can safely and effectively enjoy this product. So that's Eternal. Now, when we were looking at developing a proactive wellness system, a holistic system for the body, one of the things that we needed to do was to ensure the body is free from toxins. And you see here this picture in the slide of a beautiful kitchen. You look at that kitchen, it's clean, it's beautiful. You can make a lot of different recipes. You can create a lot of things there. And the problem is, if you have a dirty kitchen like you see on this slide, that's akin to having toxins in the body. When the body's full of toxins, then the body isn't able to do what it needs to do. These reactions, the molecules the body needs for proper function just aren't there. And the problem is the foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, the things we touch, the body's constantly absorbing toxins. And that's a problem. And so in order to remove toxins from the body and to maintain health of the elimination organs of the body, that's why we developed Purify. And so Purify supports health of the elimination organs. It detoxifies and cleanses the liver, the lungs, the colon, the kidney, and the skin. And it increases nutrient absorption. And one of the really cool things about this product is it can help to support a healthy weight. When the body is full of toxins, it cannot lose weight because weight loss only occurs when all of the systems in the body are in proper balance. Because the body's very particular. Fat on our body is kind of like the body's rainy day fund. It holds on to it in case it needs it. And a lot of times, even though we're fine, health is fine, and we want the body to let go of some of that fat so we can lose weight, it won't do it because toxins are present in the cells. And so when we take Purify and we remove those toxins from the body, then the body will let go of that fat and we can now naturally lose weight. Key ingredients here in Purify, we have our humic shell extract powder, which is full of humic and fulvic acids. We have coriander leaf, dandelion root. We have liposomal milk thistle. We have mullein. We have stinging nettle and other ingredients. One of the key ingredients here, chlorophyllin. So you notice when you take Purify, that capsule's green. Well, why is it green? It's green because it contains chlorophyllin. And chlorophyllin is chlorophyll, a stable form of chlorophyll. And the beautiful thing about chlorophyllin is it binds to toxins in the body. So when we're breathing in toxins and the food we're eating and the water we're drinking, toxins start to circulate in the bloodstream. Chlorophyll, it binds to toxins due to its molecular structure. It's like a bloodhound. When you release chlorophyllin chlorophyllin in the body, it goes and seeks out the toxins. It binds to those toxins, it holds them tight, and it shuttles them out of the body. The other really cool thing about chlorophyllin is it's an absorption technology. It actually binds to the good molecules in Purify and helps to make sure that they are delivered into the cell. So it kind of has a dual feature, kind of like a bus driver that drops the kids off at school and then goes to the penitentiary and picks up the convicts and takes them away. It's a beautiful molecule with beautiful properties. In our curation combination, you see silymarin and arcticin from burdock. They work seamlessly together to make sure this chemical switches, the genes for liver health, are functioning properly. We have fulvic acid from humic shell and chlorophyllin from plants that work together and seamlessly help to pull toxins out of the body. And then we have linalool from coriander and apigenin from dandelion, which are master regulators of many of the biosynthetic pathways of these elimination organs. And then cellular absorption technologies, we use liposomes to surround milk thistle, silymarin and milk thistle and other molecules. We have enzymes, which take some of the bigger molecules and chops them up into smaller pieces so they can get into the cell. We have fulvic acid and chlorophyllin, which are also absorption technologies like we talked about previously. So we've supported health of the skin, we're removing toxins, and now what we need to do is we need to make sure the body is moving properly. We eat to be lean, we exercise to be healthy. We need to exercise daily. One of the issues, though, that happens when we exercise is the body becomes inflamed. And that's part of the normal process of the body. That's called acute inflammation, and that's okay. But we want to make sure that inflammation is contained. And so to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body, that's why we have our Revive product. And this product can help to support healthy joints, eases muscle stiffness, it can promote exercise recovery, and it can counteract the effects of free radicals. The ingredients in Revive that help to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body, we have curcuminoids from curcumin, boswellic acids from boswellia, and we have a beautiful molecule called thymoquinone from black cumin seed oil. We have quinolea saponins, which form a delivery system called micelles, which are like a liposome, but they're not as complex. They form one layer around molecules instead of multiple layers like liposomes can. We have shiitake mushroom, which contain polysaccharides and other molecules that can support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. We have grapeseed extract, sea buckthorn fruit oil, and we have piperine and menthol, which act as adjuvants. And that's another delivery system in the body. Our curated phytonutrient combinations, taking curcumin and piperine and putting them together, that forms a synergistic combination that is many times more powerful than if these ingredients were by themselves. We have a beautiful molecule from shiitake mushroom called ergothioneine. Look at that structure. Isn't that beautiful? And we have procyanidin A from grapes that work together to ease muscle stiffness and support immune health. Then we have thymoquinone from black cumin and linolenic acid from sea buckthorn. And these are really good to support health of the genes. These are epigenetic molecules, which we'll talk about here in a minute. We have 4 different cellular absorption technologies. The new ones here that we haven't talked about are micelles. And as I mentioned earlier, micelles are a more simple form of liposomes to ensure that all of the molecules in Revive sink deep into the cells. And we have a clinical study showing that Revive supports a healthy inflammatory status in the body by reducing the amount of superoxide that's produced in the body. Superoxide is a free radical, and this free radical can throw the inflammatory status of the body out of balance. And so this clinical study shows that Revive, not just the ingredients in Revive, but Revive itself supports a healthy inflammatory status in the body. And so the product that we developed that can support health of the immune system is Immune. And Immune is the only product that supports health of both the innate and the adaptive immune systems together. And what's also really cool, this product supports health of the gut microbiome. And that's important because 80% of the immune system is in the gut. And What's really unique, how this product works, and you see here in the key ingredients on this side, it has what's called a quorum sensing support blend. Quorum sensing is how bacteria communicate to each other. What happens is bacteria will shoot off molecules, and these molecules will be picked up by other bacteria, and it's like they're sending text messages, do, 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 and it's how they communicate. Just as we use text messages to communicate with each other. And bacteria, bad bacteria, use a different language to communicate with other bad bacteria, and it's novel from the language that good bacteria use. So it's a different language. What happens is if bad bacteria communicate with each other via quorum sensing at a higher and higher rate, what happens is it turns on genes, chemical switches that allow bacteria and viruses to become virulent, to cause infection, to weaken the immune system. And so what we've found here at 3 is we found natural molecules from plants that can actually stop the communication. It's basically like taking their cell phones and throwing them away. So bad bacteria now can't communicate with each other. And when bacteria can't communicate with each other, they're siloed, they're isolated, and they die off. So no other immune health product uses quorum sensing technology to support health of the immune system. It's proprietary to us here at 3 International. And you look here at some of the curated combinations. I'm not going to go through all these, but you can see these different molecules. In every product, we have many, many different curated combinations. And quercetin and polysaccharides from reishi mushroom, really powerful in supporting immune health. And we have 2 different cellular absorption technologies. We use liposomes, and we also use chelated amino acids. And these chelated amino acids make sure that the minerals that are in immune get into the cell. Because the immune system, we need zinc, we need magnesium, and we need selenium and other minerals so that the immune system is healthy and strong. Last but not least, if we want to make sure the body is functioning like the fine-tuned machine that it was meant to be, because the body can be likened to a sports car. It was meant to go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. The problem, though, is when the body isn't getting all the molecules that it needs because of poor nutrient absorption, the modern processed diet, and soil depletion, our sports car of a body can look like this clunker here. And that's not good. We need to make sure the body gets everything: probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, enzymes, vitamins, minerals, so that it can now be this sports car. And the modern processed diet does not provide these nutrients. Even if we're eating all the foods that we think we should, due to soil depletion and poor nutrient absorption, because our intestines are out of balance, we're just not getting the nutrients we need. And that's why we developed Vitalite to support health of the heart, the brain, the eyes, the gut. It can support the energy production in the body, the mitochondria, so that we have natural, prolonged, sustainable energy. And the key ingredients here, we have a superfood blend where we have literally hundreds of molecules in this blend that support health. We have naturally derived vitamins and minerals. And that's important because they're naturally derived. They are more absorbable in the cell. They have higher bioavailability. We have an enzyme blend that makes sure that all the molecules are chopped up so that they're small enough to get into the cell. We have omega-3. Omega-3 is vital for supporting a healthy inflammatory status in the body. We have 72 trace minerals and amino acids. We have probiotics, and we have molecules from berries. And all these combined together ensure the body is getting everything that it needs. And as far as curated combinations go, you can see here vitamin B12 and astragaloside 4 from astragalus work well together. We have enzymes and trace minerals. That forms a nice combination. Vitamin E and omega-3 fatty acids, another nice combination. And these are our curated combinations, our curated blends. These are the tricks that Michelin star formulation chefs use to ensure these supplements are functioning at the highest level possible. Our cellular absorption technologies, we use 3 different absorption technologies. Our yeast glycoprotein matrix technology. And basically what that is we ask yeast to make vitamins and minerals for us. And we feed them nice food, and so they do. And When they produce these vitamins and minerals, what happens is they also produce a molecule that's complex to these vitamins and minerals, and this molecule is called a glycoprotein. And glycoproteins are natural. They're produced by yeast. They're produced by human cells, all cells, and glycoproteins are part of the cell membrane. And so what happens is when we have our vitamin and mineral complex to a part of the cell membrane, and we ingest that, and this complex comes to the surface of the cell immediately recognizes the glycoprotein matrix and it pulls it into the cell. When you use synthetic vitamins and minerals, there's no glycoprotein there. And a lot of these vitamins and minerals are poorly water soluble and they're not absorbed in the body. That's why when you use the restroom, your urine can be brightly colored. And that's indicative of these vitamins and minerals not being absorbed into the cell. We have enzymes, which we've used in other formulations for our cellular absorption, which again takes big molecules, breaks them into smaller pieces so they can be absorbed into the cell. And polyphenol complexation. For each of these, we use different polyphenols because the polyphenols and the natural molecules that are in our formulas are different, formula to formula, product to product. So we use different custom polyphenols to ensure absorption is at the highest level possible. When medical professionals want to get information about pharmaceutical drugs and some supplements about how they can help the health of their patients, they turn to the Prescribers Digital Reference, or PDR. And I'm proud to say that all 7 of our products are listed in the PDR. So when a medical professional wants to see if something will benefit their patient, they can go to that reference. It's now online. It used to be a big fat book, but now it's all online. And if they type in 3, it'll show all of our 7 products. And that's powerful. You can't buy your way into the PDR. There's a lot of certifications that people get for supplements. And most of the time, those certifications, as long as you pay some money, you can get the certification. It's a business. The PDR, you can't buy your way into the PDR. In order for the PDR to accept your product, to put it into their database, it needs to have a documented use to support health of people. It needs to have molecules that are known in the scientific literature to support health. It needs to have clinical studies behind it. It needs to have absorption technology. All of these things need to be in place for the PDR to have confidence that it will be useful for their audience of medical professionals. And so having your products in the PDR is one of the best certifications in the supplement industry. And we are the only company to have all of our products listed in the PDR. Clinical studies. We've talked about absorption, bioavailability. We ran a clinical study using a CACO2 assay with curcumin as the organic control. And we've shown that our products are anywhere from 3.3 to 9.5 times more absorbable than molecules found in standard supplements. And then we ran a really cool study, an epigenetic study showing that our products help to support epigenetic function in the body. Real quick, we have 20,000 genes in the body. If you remember from your biochemistry class, 20,000 genes in the body. These genes help to support all the millions of chemical reactions the body performs every single second. What can happen, though, is lifestyle factors can cause these genes, these chemical switches, to become stuck in either the closed position, the chromatin's closed, or the chromatin is stretched out and it's open all the time. Either one of these is bad. A gene needs to be opening and closing, and this opening and closing of genes is called epigenetics. And we ran a clinical study where we looked at 4 of our products and their ability to support health of genes like NRF1 related to energy production, NF-kappa B related to supporting a healthy inflammatory status in the body, PPAR-alpha, energy production, SOD1, antioxidant function in the body, GLP-1. We've heard about GLP-1 a lot recently, right? To support a healthy weight, to support healthy blood sugar and blood insulin levels, BDNF, help to support cognitive function, and IL-6 to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. And as you can see, our products support epigenetic function in the body. Revive, Vitalite, Collagen, and Eternel. And when you look through the scientific literature, there's no other company that has shown that their products support health by regulating the epigenome, epigenetics. And so when you put all this together, you have a powerful proactive wellness approach where we support healthy epigenetic function. They're highly bioavailable and they support all of the systems of the body so the body's functioning how it should. And so we have these 7 products. These are powerful products. I encourage you to try these products, to share these products with others. And all these products are highly demonstrable. When you take these products, you see results in a short period of time. So I'm grateful that you've spent this time with me today. I hope that I've shown you how 3 is a powerful, powerful tool to help take your health and the health of those you love, and if you're a medical professional, the health of your patients to the next level. Thank you very much. And this is Dr. Dan signing off.